Hello, lovely people, and welcome to your daily focus tarot for Wednesday, the 4th of May. For what you should focus on, number 21, the Coed Grove, and it was in the reverse. This is a beautiful grove. This card is talking about between the living and the dead, between worlds, and walking this path, and the path into the light. But we have it in the reverse. And I'm going to read to you a little bit from the book. It says, your isolation may be cutting you off from important regeneration. Perhaps you are too busy to go within. Have you become so enamored with the world outside of you that you have forgotten about your inner world? Perhaps you fill every moment of your life with noise, drama, and activity. You cannot address spiritual matters until you discover your own spiritual needs. Consider your priorities, set boundaries to support your inner life accordingly. Make room for silence and for contemplation. And we also drew number 23, the honeysuckle. And the honeysuckle is talking about the lantern that lights the path. So you can think of the hermit here. The need to protect something important, and soul discovery. It can also be talking about insecurity. From the book, it has to do with the search for inner knowledge. This flowering vine helps us discern false from true and choose that which is worthwhile. It provides protection and reminds you to stay true to yourself, although you may find many distractions as you travel your path. This vine symbolizes a focused journey into the self and the soul. It may also come to let you know it is time to shine the light for others, so that they too can look into the mysteries and discover the treasure of their inner lives. Discovery is emphasized. Be willing to learn about and explore your inner world. There is much hidden treasure to find there. Although you may dig up hidden things that disturb you, you also bring light into the dark hidden places, and light brings the healing. You also reconnect with your own inner gifts and talents and empower your own expression. Remember that it is your environment that affects the DNA. Light and love encourage the healthy patterns within our genes to be activated. Learn to apply positive thoughts, feelings, and actions to old habits of negativity. Become responsible for creating an environment of joy and health. So I'm going to read that one part again. Although you may dig up hidden things that disturb you, you also bring light into the dark and hidden places, and light brings the healing. So with this talking about when it's in the upright Samhain and the veil between worlds, there may be something from the past that you've been trying to deal with, and that you're not having success finding the light in it or putting it into perspective. And these two cards are talking about putting it into perspective. 21 and 23, and 10 more is 33. We have wisdom, and I'll read from the book here again. A teacher may be appearing on the scene. Wisdom is a gift that should never be taken lightly. Look for teachings everywhere around you, like the owl observing quietly from a distance. According to the universal law, you are in a position to receive something of value. Balance the scales of spiritual justice by sharing your gift of wisdom with others when the right moment arises. Open your heart Offer other people love and compassion and assistance they may need. They may share some of their life with you in return. Remember, wisdom in all its power always leads us to further enlightenment. So you need to be focusing on opening up. And yesterday we were talking about how you had locked yourself away from community and from yourself, and you were keeping yourself hidden. So in what you should avoid, 7 of Swords. This is interesting for several reasons. He's writing by candlelight and moonlight, and we have the crescent moon again, but the crescent moon looks like it's surrounded by a flower, which is kind of interesting. And the swords, the ones that are upright, those 4, are interlaced or interwoven with 3 swords that are horizontal on the table. It's kind of a weird way to store your swords. And each sword is unique by the hilt, as you can see. The other thing that struck me, maybe you can see a little better. Now, this candle holder, it's a very old-fashioned coil holder, and you just move the coil further as the candle melts. But what struck me is it almost looks like there are faces in the rock behind him and bodies, and the face of the candle holder almost looks like it's coming out of the rock. It could even be him, kind of like a ghost that was immobilized and is now taking charge and starting to speak for itself. So the 7 of Swords can sometimes talk about hacking. It can talk about workplace gossip. It can also be about betrayal and self-deception and keeping secrets. And in this case, with the moon and the face, the ghosts in the rock, it's almost like he's keeping secrets from himself. And in the middle of the night, he's trying to write them down. He's trying to figure out how to get everything going in the same direction. So this can also talk about imposter syndrome. And for clarifiers, the Seasons of the Witch wanted to come out, and they came in sideways. The first one was Rooted, number 34. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. And I'll read a lovely little thing on it from the book here. It's talking about manifestation, and it says being grounded is about being present and aware of how things make you feel. You have to feel into your body. You are being asked to dig in deeper. Maintaining deep roots is how you pull yourself from the darkness. So you've been trying to avoid doing this work over here that you need to be focusing on. It's easy to get grounded or to do your spiritual practice when things are going well. It's an entirely different ballgame when you feel defeated and broken, but the darkest parts of your journey are when you need to be rooted most. The real gift of spiritual commitment is found when you feel like your back is against the wall. And that, if you look at that 34 is 7. And it's a continuation of the wisdom here. And it's telling you to do what the wisdom card is asking you to do, and not what the Seven of Swords is. Broom also came out at the same time as Rooted, and it's number 8. And it says, what dreams may come from what you seek, make room, make way, a clearing need be. And from the book it says, brooms are often used to sweep away negative energy in a similar way to, burning sage or smudging or sanding. It sweeps away the physical and invisible energies that have crept in from the outside world. This clearing of energy contributes to well-being. Clearing out the old and dusty makes space for the new. Sweeping out negative energy raises your vibration and therefore your strength. So you've been avoiding getting rid of this old stuff. The book says some things surrounding your current situation have been neglected. You need to clear out this dust of the past. This card can also mean clearing out your aura. It is important to do regular purification rituals and to keep your home and your mind, your spirit, neat and tidy. The more you clear out the old, the more you make room for new energies to come into your life. Removing things both physical or metaphorical from your life, such as mementos from past relationships, or giving away things that remind you of old situations, helps with that process of clearing. So you've been avoiding staying true to yourself. You've been, hanging on to other people's version of you, even other people's things. And with it coming in sideways, neither upright nor reversed, you would benefit from doing this cleaning. Doing a physical cleaning, a spiritual cleaning, and a mental cleaning. Because of the way he's got his hand on his forehead, I'd say the mental cleaning will be really important to you. To break out of this stone, to break out of this wall that you've been put behind, that you've been locked into. To be yourself again. And this is how you're going to get the path to turn upright for you. This is how you're going to get that sweetness back into your life. And that's what you need to focus on, is getting back on the correct path for you and bringing that joy, that love, that sense of community back into your life. I hope you have a better Wednesday. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to subscribe and get notifications, please do so down below. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below as well. Take care.